guys got three guys going on the IR that are important pieces. Obviously, everyone's an important piece. But can you talk about the next man up mentality that your locker room has built over the course of this year?
Yeah, I think it's something that Coach mentions all the time, model the way. And I think those three guys who are going on IR and being the best examples we have on this team, including Matthew, are being modeling the way. The consistency that they show up within the weight room, in the film room, and out there on the football field is something that I know is in the rooms, and it will definitely be a challenge for everybody to model the way like they've seen before.
Every week when you look at how a defense is scheming, not just you, yourself, but the team, when you look at what Tampa does with Coach Bowles, what stands out? What's his thumbprint that they do?
I guess they try to cause as much chaos. It forces communication. I think that's the biggest thing. It's something that it's like we pride ourselves in our operation, and I know number 9 holds himself to a high standard in his ability to communicate pre-snap and post-snap with the ball and verbally. So it'll be a fun challenge for us and for everybody to be on the same page, but definitely a little bit of chaos.
When you think about his legacy and what sticks out?
I think it's something that Coach Puka has said recently is the game honors toughness. And if you've ever seen the guy number 99 walk on the football field or even out here on the practice field, you know that his game is toughness, and it's something that we feel like it's an identity of ours. And when you see something like that going back to modeling the way, it adds that little bit of juice inside you.
Devontae Adams has 1,000 catches. I'm sorry I don't know your exact number, but can you imagine having that many receptions?
No, I guess I feel like I've caught a lot of footballs in my life, and I'm like, I don't even think I've accumulated 1,000 in all the years I've played football. So to do it in the NFL at the highest level is it's a blessing to be around him, and it's been an exciting journey for our room to watch his process and how he's worked, even going to being in year 12 right now. The guy you saw, Devontae Adams, watching in Green Bay, and now he's in our meeting room. So it's been really cool to see, and it's been fun to be a part of that process. I think some of the things I can think back of early on in OTAs and during training camp were being like, wow, how do I talk to Jared Hurst to shut him up a little bit? So that communication and some of the relationships you build and the times you get to hang out in the meal room, and I think that the authentic leader that he is has kind of allowed him to feel more comfortable and to have the conversations not only in our receiver room but to the D-line, to the linebackers. Just who he is as a person has kind of molded, and I think allowed him to be like, all right, these guys are kind of funny. Hurst does never stop talking, but it's also funny to hear him talk sometimes. Yeah, 100%. He's everywhere. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I know I'm not always the first one in our meetings, but I know if he's not in there, he's hanging out with the guys.
Puka, you were talking about the toughness that AD exemplified in the body while he was here. How did that rub off on you?
I think making sure that the football saying is keep your head on a swivel. I know in my first training camp, getting some of the run plays and some of the blocking plays, or you're going back across the line of scrimmage, and then you trust everybody to do your job, so you don't think about, man, I'm going to run into the defensive tackle right here. But with the abilities that AD had, it happened a couple times. So making sure, like, man, I got to be on my P's and Q's at all moments.
Who won those battles between you and AD?
I wish in my best dreams, I don't think I win those battles.
It's tough in this league to continue to stack W's. There's so much parity. Getting up week in, week out. Does playing on Sunday night, go in front of the country, add a little juice that maybe could help you guys a little bit?
I think it's exciting for us. The mindset we want is that they're big games because we're the Los Angeles Rams are playing in it. And I think that's kind of the mentality that we've adopted, and being like, the standard that we have for ourselves is what's pushing us to perform every day and to have the performance that we want to have on Sunday. So it's exciting because we know that all the jerseys will be wearing St. LA Rams on Sunday.
Jamel Dean is a guy that's been in the league for a long time. What stands out about his game?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Jamel Dean. What stands out about his game?
I think that some of in the entire secondary is the length that they have in that position group. So it's nice to get some of these practices and go against some of our guys when we get our one versus one reps, and to take advantage of the guys we have. We have somebody who has great length in Emmanuel Forbes and Kobe Durant, all of our DBs who have different skill sets. So it's nice to get to challenge ourselves before we get out there on Sunday.
Practicing in the rain, did it take you back to your Washington or days? Did it slow you guys down?
Definitely. The gloves took me back to Washington for sure. Luckily, there wasn't too many rainy days. I'd rather take the snowy days in promo than the rain for sure. It's easier to catch the gloves and catch with gloves in snow than it is in the rain.
Does that change the way you do things at all out there?
I think it adds an extra level of focus and concentration. I wear my visor during, so I don't have a towel, so it adds the water all over my face mask, so it adds a challenge to concentrate and catch the ball, but then also to work your fundamentals and your technique while out there. The grass may not be where you expect it to be, so being able to really focus in on your technique.
What are your thoughts on how the offense has had some of the injuries that have happened to Rob Havenstein and Tyler Higbee?
Yeah, I think you never want to see anybody go down, especially with some of the stuff we've seen on the opposite side of the ball. But then I think the leadership that those two have in the room, and then the next man up mentality that we have. I think of Big Rob and Higgs, how much of the communication I've had with them being out there on the field, but I know that they have in their rooms. I know Tyler Higbee, I feel like sometimes he's a little bit of a quiet guy, but I know in that meeting room he's communicating with the young guys who are getting a lot of these reps for some of the first times.